I don't know if this particular chart, trading view chart, is going to be the ideal one for me to stay on. Otherwise, I'll just have to take it out from here. Anyway, I want to welcome every one of you to this call today. We are reviewing the entire 2024 trading year, and we are starting 2025 trading year. Permit me to start from GBP USD. What I think has happened this year, where we have taken advantage of the assets, where we have done what we needed to do, where we did not do what we need to do. Looking at it from GBP USD, the Great Britain pound, of course. So much happened this year. For me particularly, I stopped actually trading around 13th of December, and I stopped with a bad trade, with a stop loss. But before 13th of December, I had some very nice trade in GBP USD, 4th of December, and also another one I had from 27th of around 27th of November, and all of them were running to over 120 pips. This particular one, you can see H4 time frame. This particular one is around 175 pips, while this one is around 120 pips. 112 pips, sorry, 112 pips. Then this one was a stop loss. It went to half of it. I didn't shift the stop loss. I left it where it was, but I took partial profit. Then it came back and took off the money away. And that was where I call it. That was where church closed. That happened on the 13th of December, actually, when I got that stop loss. Stop loss notification 13th of December when I got that stop loss notification, and that was it. But then looking at the year entirely, GBP USD, if I look at it from monthly will give me an easy look of what happened in the entire year, trading year GBP USD. You can see I had some expectation that we are going to be going up, and that was from the month of November, and that did not happen. Anyway, I shall still was able to, start collecting some of those things. So what the market did for December, as you can see, that was where we just finished from. The market came down to, test that support and trying to, reject again. So that same movement that I envisaged for the year is still the same thing. So this is December, this is November, this is August. If you backdate, you'll be seeing January of this September. Okay, it's September 2022. I beg your pardon. And 2024, July, February, January, around here. January was here. So the year started from here. That's here. The year started from here. The year 2024 started from this yellow line. And all that happened was that the price had like a pullback. There have been a bullish move on GBP USD for some years now. Start talking about 2022 till 2024 early year. So when the year started, it was more of a pullback to get some balance and test some levels around 1.2304, and then the movement of GBP USD actually began in April of 2024, and that was where we began to eat. Which they chop the thing, they go like that, they follow and back to back they go. And this guy GBP USD is master at delivering 170 pips averagely every week. 170 pips averagely every week. That will not permit us to go through that statistics to look at the graphical figure of that particular pair. But then following it through out the year from the month of April when the movement started, April was not the main move. May was not even the main move. But May brought a confirmation of the bullish move continuation we're expecting. After the morning candle set up from here that confirmed this particular position, this particular area is an order block that was confirmed from here by this 3 candle setup. And then this is like the pullback continuation confirmation engulfing candle that happened in the month of May of 2024. After that, every other move there was a profitable move from here to this place.
Your screen is not showing.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. I just pray that the guys on, I don't see the people on YouTube are there. Blessing, why did you take so long to tell me this thing now? Anyway, We are back here again. I started showing from H4. I started showing from H4. For me, GBP USD is let me say one of my, it's my best. Following after GBP USD is GBP JPY. These are my two best. GBJPY follows after an aggressive pair like gold. Instead of trading gold, I focus on it, right? But then GBP USD, I love that pair a lot because of its trending nature, especially in the last few years. So within the last quarter of 2024, I enjoyed it a lot in two major swings. The one that happened in the last week of November, I enjoyed about at 175 pips from it. Then the one that happened first week of December, I enjoyed about 112 pips from it. Then the last one that happened that ended on 12th of December, I saw the stop loss on 13th of December. It stopped me out after it went like 1:1, 1:1. So I took partial profit and then it came back and went to my stop loss. I never shifted my stop loss to the break even. So it took my stop loss away. I didn't regret that. I will still maintain that. I will not shift my stop loss to break even. I'll always leave my stop loss to be taken because more number of times, if I get 3 position and I lose one of it, I'm still in a very good hands because if you look at this is 1:2, one is out. This is 1:3. This is 1:4. So 3.5. This is 3.3 and this is 2. So if one is missing, we are still up in profit. So I think it's still very good for me. The year ended on GBP USD. So, but my major concern right now is the wrap up of the entire year. How did the year go on this particular pair, which was what I was saying. And I said that the year started in January 1st, Monday, January 1st, 2024. It started with a pullback after the market had formed a very nice bullish push from 2022 October to it form a new high and retested a pullback a little bit, and after that pullback, a valid pullback was completed at 1.3037. The market pushed up with a new 3-candle pattern, which we call morning star, and after that, the market came back to test that same morning star. And from there, we saw a bullish engulfing, which was a confirmation that we are bullish in the month of May. And after that, from the month of June, of course, we began to eat this massively. I could remember very well, May we did Abuja event, and after that, we bought an account of $500,000, a funded account, and that was where the testimony began for me in the year 2024, and we began to eat the GBP USD all the way to the top until we got to the month of September. Towards the ending of September, I had some issue with some brokers, and then there was skirmishes here and there, and the market was not also very good. So I actually stopped trading and waited for the market to pull back. When the market pulled back up to where we have this bullish engulfing, for me, it's like an order block here that is responsible for all this damage to the upside. So around this area, which was around the month of November, after this candle completed, I began to look for the bullish push. So all this movement you see here is that bullish push, but a pullback that still came back to touch this ground was what took me out in December. So the entire December was still talking about that same pullback. And we are hoping to see what January will hold for GBP USD. I think it will continue going up, but whichever way it goes, we want to see a very strong bullish candle before we are sure that bullish move will continue. But looking at what is happening to United States of America, Donald Trump involvement now, the political scene and the trader sentiment, I think the US dollar is going to be a little bit stronger. But also looking at also what is happening in the Great Britain, talking about the Eurozone, a lot of news have been coming in recently, especially propaganda news, especially from the side of cryptos and all of that. So I think it's going to be a tug of war that the both sides are going to fight for position, and it will cause, for me, I think the whole of January to June will be struggling within this particular range, between this trading range of 1.2476 and also this other one here at 1.3450. If we break this particular lower one, then I see us going in for gap fills down to 1.2299, and I don't think we'll break 1.2299 before April. I don't think so. But if that happens, then we are still going down again, down to these other levels here. From the monthly analysis, this is what I can say. Another thing again I can draw from GBP USD is the fact that GBP USD is a master at trending. When it picks a direction, overall direction, it begins to follow that direction and it begins to cater after that direction and deliver an average of the pair usually deliver an average of 175 pips every week. Time will not permit me to go into in-depth analysis of GBP/USD because we just wanted to see the entire year review in particular pair. For me, I choose GBP/USD, and other traders, I'll allow them to also maybe review the year if they have a particular pair that they have traded for this year. So, but for me, I could say what I learned from GBP/USD was the fact that GBP/USD is a master at delivering 175 pips every week. So, what I think we'll be doing in the month of January 2025 generally is looking for traders who are swing savvy, traders who are willing to carefully wait for a good position where we can catch the bottom or the top as per direction of the asset GBP/USD and trade it for the entire week. So with that being said, I noticed that some people here begin to already speculate what I'm talking about. There's a particular trader I found in Lagos who's also a specialist in GBP/USD, and he told me that he would like to do a challenge in the month of January, and he would like to focus on GBP/USD like no man's know tomorrow, and he would like to move $10 to $10,000 with only 10 trades, and the main focus is GBP/USD. And so I'm wishing this trader best of luck. His name is Chima, coincidentally, just my my what's it called again? My namesake. I am Ochima and he's Chima, and we are both traders, although he started trading a long time before me. And so I'm looking forward to see traders who are taking up challenges, especially in assets like GBP/USD and other assets. Of course, talking about other challenges, we have our one and only Blessing Agwasha on this call. We will take out time to ask him about his own challenge. He is moving $100 to $100,000. We'll take our time to ask him about that challenge. And one good thing about these two trading challenges for 2025 is the fact that it's open for everybody all over the world. People watching me right now on YouTube, if you want to participate in that challenge, the link is in the description below. Just click the link and you join that challenge. It's moving from $100 to $100,000, and it's going to be done in 16 weeks by one and only Jazz Planet. So I'm going to be asking him some few questions when that time comes. But before then, we proceed with looking at what is currently happening within the end of this year and what we expect to happen tomorrow and the nearest future, talking about nearest future, the next few weeks. So to take us further on that, we have outlisted about 3 or 4 pairs: Solana, Doge, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin making, is it 5 now? Solana, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin, 5 of them. We outlined about 5 of them, and we want the specialists to look at them, top-down analysis, what we expect to happen in the coming days, coming weeks, and coming months with these 5 assets, and looking at the entry and exit of this asset. And at the end of looking at those assets, then we can talk about the challenge, what is planning to do, and how that thing is going to help people. For me, I believe it's something that is going to help a lot of people in the trading year 2025. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to take so much time for that. I think I've given us a very good introduction for around 15 minutes. So I want to bring up very quickly, without wasting time, my friend and my brother, all the way from the city of the oil states, Just Planet, to tell us analysis on these assets, show us, and then we will talk about how can people take advantage of this analysis. Talking about the MEXC Global, how can people trade this thing and really make money from this thing? And then we'll now go back again to talk about the challenge, moving $100 to $100,000 in 16 weeks by the legendary Blessing Agwasha. The mic is yours, brother. I wish I could play some jazz music to commemorate your presence right now, but then let's just do it your way.
All right. Good evening, everybody. It's good to be here once again. All right. So without further ado, I don't like to talk too much, but I would like to just go straight to share my screen and go straight to the business of the day. Please, if you can hear me, just signifying the chat box by putting just maybe 777. 777 is fine. So I know I'm not talking to myself. So that I know I'm not talking to myself. That being said, I just wanted to find out if we have an interpreter in the house today, so I don't run with speed, too much speed. I'm a very fast talker, and when I start shooting, it's almost like there's no end. So uh, I would want to know if we have an interpreter so that I would know how to ride with us. So
No,
that we not just be,
you can shoot in English. You can shoot in English.
oh, okay, okay, great, great, great. Okay, we just had a very beautiful event in Port Harcourt that we just got through, and it was an amazing one. Yeah. So, and it's something that a lot of us who were there in that event are still reminiscing on everything that happened in that event. Okay, so and that event was designed, and sponsored by Seven Figure Boss. So that being said, let's go quickly. There were some pairs we touched during that event, and we I feel like James Ochima deliberately, brought these pairs to my face so that there'll be more clarity, because when I saw the choices, I was like, yo, these are sort of things we did, but I'm sure that the CEO of Seven Figure Boss, we said that a repetition is the mother of James. Can you help me with that?
Repetition
The
is the law
repetition
of
is the
lasting impression.
okay, yeah, that's right. That's what Big Sam will always say, so that's key. All right, so before we start, what I'm looking at my screen right now is Dodge USDT. And before now, if some of us have been in this Zoom call for a while now, I've been saying that we needed to short this pair for a while now. And for some of us who have been shorting it, we're making some progress with it. Yeah. And uh, the same thing is happening. We know that we're in a bull run. Yeah. We know that we're in a bull run. And that being said, it's going to be out of place if you just keep running bullish. Excuse my English. If you just keep going bullish like that, yeah, so it's going to be out of place. The market will always, regardless of whichever direction it picks to go, it will always follow a reading, inhale and exhale. And usually, whenever it is inhaling, we have this pullback, and when it's exhaling, we have the impulses moving. So regardless of which direction the market picks, so we know that because of some of the event that has happened so far, we've been on a bull run. And when I saw the market, I said, yeah, it is true that we're in a bull run out, but then we're still going to be pulling back into structures and before continuation. So you and I know that, especially if you're trading futures or forex, you're not actually buying these assets. You are just you're speculating on the price movement. That being said, it means that if the price is going down, you're not sentimental about Dodge or USDT. Yours is, are we going down? Yeah. Are we going up? Yeah. Let's go. So what you really want to do is to find out where exactly we're going and you want to join. So if the market says that we're going down, you want to join the market to the downside. If it says we're going up, you want to join the market to the upside. So that's your role is very, very, very simple when it comes to trading the market. So um we all can see some of the activities happening here as traders. So seeing what's happening, we've had an impulse and we are getting a reversal, a pullback for a continuation of price to begin to go to the top side. So when I saw this pair, I mean, like I said, if you've been with us for a while now, you know that I've been following a sell on these pairs you're seeing right on my screen. So because I've been calling it a sell, those who have been selling in the community, Yeah, they've made significant amounts of money, progress, name it. So, and going forward, I see that these zones here we're going to be slowing down with the sales, especially entering the zones. Now, remember, again, we say we're in a bull market. And so we're looking to sell to this level. So those who are diehard sellers or diehard traders who want to wait for the market to kind of pull very well into this yellow zone you see marked on my screen. And then after that, they are now going to be looking to push to the top side. Some who are, more conservative would have said, "Oh, I'm taking profits, then I'm going to wait." So what I think we should be looking out for at the moment, regardless of if we're shorting, since we know that we're in a bull run, we have to wait for the market to now shift structure from an intraday bearish market to an intraday bull market. Then when the market does that, that is when we can now begin to engage the market again. So my advice or my take going forward is when you get to the zones, you have to take, if all of these zones happening here, the zones where the market can begin to kick to the sky. So you need to be careful around here. Trading, you don't have to rush trading. You don't have to trade every single second or minute. You don't have to trade every single day. So what you need to do is observe the market. Be more of a reactive trader than a predictive trader. Yeah. So being more of a predictive, reactive trader has helped me over the years as soon as I discovered that. So we're not just predicting, we're reacting to the market. So if you're able to know how to react, fine, it's better than you just sitting down to predict the market. We've made all of this short to these areas and we're good. So going forward, I would like us to kind of slow down a little bit on Dodge USDT and then begin to look out for price action around the zones for price to begin to move to the top side. So when price begins to move, then you can now, um, like Messiah Words we say, open the windows of heavens and then begin to rain down your lot sizes and then begin to take advantage of the move to the top side. Where you know that the market is actually moving to the top side is simple. If you want to see, if you watch this movement all the way to this level, you would see that it was a smooth ride from Dodge. Yeah, it was a smooth ride. You barely saw the obstructions on the way of the spare. Now, if you check what is happening, whilst the market is retracing, you'll see that the movement back to the downside is not as swift and as fast as whilst the market moved to the top side. So I'm not really going to be explaining too deep of how market sentiment truly works, but then I'm sure that as a trader, you begin to understand exactly what I'm talking about. So at these zones, we'll begin to look for the market to begin to slow down from these zones. And then if the market decides to keep pushing to the downside, fine. Then when it gets to this zone, you just chill and then begin to look for the market to shift from an intraday bear market to bull markets. And then you begin to take on your buys. And again, like what we say, open the windows of heavens and then begin to open this lot size. This is the reason why you must not be trading one player. I'm really not an advocate of that. Yeah. So now that you've seen that there is really not much we can do with this, now we can begin to go into another pair, which is I think that will take us to the second pair that James was pointing my attention to. Yeah. Was pointing my attention to, and that is we did Solana. Yeah, we did Solana. And the reason why I like this Solana pair so much is because it's just beautifully moving the way it should. I mean, there is really no rocket science. Everybody who started trading yesterday would see the structure and say, yo, we're good, we're moving. This is basically what I see on my screen is a bull market. And the beautiful thing is we've been able to now spot Solana whilst it gets to this area of demand zone. Yeah. this order block, as the SMC traders will call it, to this level. And then we're looking at price action begin to push to the top side. Begin to push to the top side. So, excuse me, begin to push to the top side. Yeah. So we're still looking to keep longing the Solana. I think I called this trade during the event we had in Port Harcourt, and right there in the hall, a lot of people started, cashing out. So what I see on my screen pushing to 4 hours is very simple. In fact, let me go to the dailies so that you will understand better. The market has already given us um, is already changing structure that it's telling us that we will be riding to the top side. So what you're seeing here is very simple. The market pushed to this highs. Then, I mean, this candle, this daily candle, we can see it is retracing just a little bit, some more. So on the 4 hours, I think this was where we took the first trade. I think we'll call the trade from here. The trade moved all the way to this high. This is the exact place where I will be looking to take profits at 200. How many of us remember I marked 200? If you were at the what do you call, at the seminar and you're here, you'd remember I said we will be taking profit at 200. Yeah. And so I don't know if anybody who is at the event is here. Yes, sir. Your voice is okay. Good. So if you were at the event, I would like you to put a 77 on the chat box. If you remembered, we talked about this, but if you're not, I mean, it's totally fine. Yeah, we're talking about this Solana pair, and we said we're going to be taking profit at 200, that zone there we are marked. And exactly at 200, the market pulled all the way back then, and we're pushing again. And somebody, I don't know, if you're in this market and then you felt like, okay, we're just going to go straight to the sky after the pullback, and then you're seeing this pullback to the downside, fear not. Yeah, fear not. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, so it's just a simple. This is just the basic dynamics of the market. It's going to impulse, it's going to reverse, it's going to pull back, and it's going to keep impulsing. And so let's see. I really this for me is really not a lecture um, section, but let me just show you this. So if you're looking closely to the market, you'll see that we've made a head and a shoulder, and that signifies that it's a bull run, an inverted head and shoulders. And usually when this happens, the market will come to this neckline, and then when it does that, we'll begin to again scale to the top side. So if you kind of look, you see that everything is showing that we're going to the top side. That being said, the market will always create what you call the market is designed and plays in fractal nature. So you regardless of whether you think we're going up in different time frames, the market is going to behave differently. And okay, so the market is pulling back down. The market is going to probably still kind of push all the way down and then continue its ride back to the sky. So if you're seeing this pullback, fear not. I'm sure that some people who are in this market, especially newbies, you'll be saying, "Oh God, I want this market to just keep going to the top side." It doesn't work like that. You are not the only person trading. There are other new people who are going to be coming to buy, so the market has to pull back for them to buy the market. So if the market keeps just running to the sky, there is no way for these guys to buy. So the market, you need to understand the psychology behind the market. So the market will always want to come back for new buyers to begin to engage. And it's to your advantage. When new buyers engage, more volume comes into the market and the market begins to push to the sky. So James, when I saw that he posted, I smiled, and it's a good thing. So just be patient, okay? I'm sure that you're going to cash out that 60 from the 20. Okay, so that's by the way. Okay, so looking at Solana, we're still bullish, still have a bullish sentiment running, and then we still believe that we're going to be going to the top side. So that is for Solana. Okay, so I don't know if it makes sense to anybody. If it does make sense to you, I need you to put 222 in the chat box. Let me know I'm making sense to people, especially traders here. So that it not be like I'm speaking my language, I'm the only one who understands. So if you understand, you have to do that so I know I'm talking sense to the people who are listening to me at this point in time. Sorry, James, can you hear me? I think I need to ask that. Hello? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Okay, we are all hearing me. Good, 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 good. So for the Solana guys, we're still going to be looking to go bullish on this pair. All right. So like I said, this is not a lecture time. We're just looking at the market and looking at the directions to which we should be trading or engaging the market. So that being said, I'll be looking at Doge, right? Doge coin. Have we looked at Doge? Okay, I think we did look at Doge. So now I'll be looking at Repo. James engaged me with this as well. Okay, again, like I would say, this is a typical example of exactly what I explained with Bitcoin. And then, I mean, it's same thing happening with this Ripple guy. So we can see all of these movements to the sky, right? Now, all of these things are not just going to run forever. Like I would always say, know that when you go on, everybody is shouting, when you go on in the crypto market, we are running to the sky. Yes, we're going to the sky, you know, until an external force begins to tell us that we're not going to the sky anymore. But so far, so good. The structures in the market tells us we're going to the sky. And if you look at structures in the market, it's already telling us a story. So when the market pulled up to this high, yeah, this 2 point, what's that, 2.9 or so, or 3, uh, well, the market started pushing back to the downside, and it is understandable because those who bought this coin at maybe 400, whatever level they bought it. I mean, these guys are going to be selling off at these highs. And so there's nothing short of when you see the markets just go on impulse move and the market is coming back. There is not a rocket science. It's just simple understanding of economics, supply and demand. People who bought low, they are going to be selling high. And when they sell high, the market prices are going to be coming down. Why? Because there is a lot of supply. So people are selling. Yeah, and now what people are selling, as a technical analyst, I think one of your job is to be able to know where psychologically these guys are going to be selling to before the next set of buyer comes in, because a lot of people are getting interested. Oh, I want to buy this coin, I want to buy that coin, I want to do this, I want to do that. So you don't just shoot. Yeah, you need to be able to read what's on the chart. You need to be a technical analyst to be able to say, oh, okay, good. We know that we're in a bull run, but yeah, since we're in a bull run, do I just buy at this level? No. Okay, let me just use since we're okay, let me use the dollar for instance. If you know that something is going to be going to $100 and currently it is sitting at $85, and then or it's sitting at $90 basically, and then you know that okay, we might be aiming for $100, and then the market is pulling back, and somehow you got you by intuition or by knowledge or by expo something, you know that this price is going to come all the way back to $20 before going back to $100. Would you wait or you just start buying at $70? I'm sure that common sense will say you wait for the market to get to $20, you start buying, you will make more profit by doing that than just buying like that. Okay, so as a technical analyst, you need to understand some of this things. So basically, looking at the chart, we still see that the market is going to be pushing all the way to these zones. Yeah, all the way to these zones, and then from there we begin to take flight. Now, all of these zones you see me mark, this lighter zone and this very colorful zone are zones where the market will be looking to push to and then start moving to the top. So you need to be very alert at this level. So for now, really, for Ripple, I feel like we should also be engaging some sales on that coin. I wouldn't be buying Ripple at the moment. So if I go to the daily time frame, I'm sure it's going to be clearer, to somebody who's looking. Yeah. Let's look at the daily time frame. Now you can see that the market has already printed a structure of reversal. Are we seeing this? So even if I do this, for instance, if I do this, the market has broken some level of support to the downside. Yeah, the price has closed down below. So we had all of these distribution fees happening here. So all of these distribution fees, or some might call it consolidation, happening all around this zone, all around this zone. And then for the first time, the market is breaking below and testing this low. What do you think will happen most of the time? The market can still pull to the downside. And for the SMC traders, looking at this kind of look somewhat like an order block where the market can actually come to, and then before the market begins to take flight. So we should be careful. I will not be buying repo at this level if I am to trade it, So I'll still be looking for the market to push to the downside before eventually engaging the buys going to the top side. So that is that for repo. I don't know if it's understood. I don't know if we're following me, or am I too fast? Please let me know if I'm too fast. Are we good? Is it making sense? Okay, let's go. Let's go. You're doing well. Okay, cool. So it means that a good number of us are hearing loud and clear. So, yes, indeed. Okay, cool. So that makes basic sense. Yeah, that you shouldn't just be rushing to buy the market. The market has already told you, you know what, looking at the daily time frame, we're looking to come to the downside. Why should you be engaging buys when the market is telling you want to come down? If the market wasn't going to come down, all of this weak rejection here would have pushed the market to the top side. But then the market find a way to break below all of this support zone, and then now it's now sitting below the previous support. That can only tell you for you to wait and watch out for a more shorting opportunity. So that is that for that. So going to Bitcoin, yeah, which is going to be more like the last pair I'm going to be looking at or talking about. I left this on my chart because these were the levels I was talking about Bitcoin for a while. Now, even when we had our event, I told them, I said, this is not a rocket science. Was expecting Bitcoin to push the downside. That being said, I feel like Bitcoin might not be doing a major reversal all the way back to this zone. I feel like Bitcoin might be stopping somewhere around this zone, somewhere around 85,000, 80,000, 85, 86,000, somewhere around this zone before we might see a push. However, even if we see a push to the top side with Bitcoin, it is very important that you must not be just predictive. Again, like I've always preached, I want you to be reactive and not just predictive. So even if you feel like, okay, Bitcoin might start pushing back to the sky from this zone, you also need to understand that, okay, what is the market showing? Is the market still telling us we want to go down? Yeah, if it's still going down, we keep shorting. If the market says, okay, you know what, guys, we're turning, now we begin to turn. Now, when we say the market says that you're turning or you begin to go up or you begin to go down, it's not a rocket science, guys. What you're using to trade this market is less than $100,000, especially for the majorities, it's less than $100,000. So you don't have that volume or that capability or that capacity to be able to move the market the way you are thinking. So what you do is simple. You wait for the hedge funds, the big banks, the big players in the market to begin to move the price in a direction. Trust me, you will still make money. You don't have to catch a falling knife. You don't have to stop a rocket shooting to the sky. All you need to know is where are we going? Where are these guys going? Try and look for that direction. Get in. Your life is easy. So you're not going to be staring at your phone. I trade. I don't look at my phone. I don't stare at my phone all day long because I'm in a particular position. I did that when I was much more younger in trading. That was about 7 years ago. But I don't do that anymore for the longest of time. I take a trade and I close my phone and I have other things to do with my life. And I do them. And I come back to the trade and it's either we're doing very, very great or maybe something is not going well. Okay. So, I mean, that's the only two things that can happen in trading. Now, the reason why a lot of us panic is because we don't accept our risk. I mean, like I said, this is not a lecture time, but maybe when we have a section where we'll be doing all of this, maybe we'll talk about some of these things much more later, but not really here. So for me, really, I'm still looking to short BTC USD. If I'll be trading BTC USD for the week, I'll still be looking to go down because this market still have the potential to begin to push in the downside until the market tells us stop. We're stopping here. We want to change direction. And when the market does stop, please get out. Don't try to force the market. You can't force the market. You don't have the money to force this market. All you need to do, pay attention, listen, let the market play. Don't try to play the market, guys. You can't play this market. Like James will always say, you're trying to steal from bandits. You are a junior bandit trying to steal from senior bandits. And they're very much aware that you want to do that. And so it's not something, it's not the Forex market or the whatever market you're trading, any asset class, crypto, stocks, it's not a palatable ground to play. It's these are people who are putting money. Like I'll tell somebody something and say Forex is the hardest way to make easy money, or trading is the hardest way to make easy money. So don't come here thinking that you're looking at the chart and there are not going to be psychological game being played. All the time we see that play. Yeah, talking about the life of a trader, where you have to become everything. You have to become the risk manager, you have to become the accountant, you have to become nearly everything in trading all in one. So, which means that whatever a corporation is trying to pay a lot of people to operate, that you're just operating that one. This is the reason why it takes traders long time to begin to master some things, because it's not easy, especially if you don't have a good mentor or you're not properly mentored to be able to trade. And if you go carelessly and recklessly, the market will humble you very quickly. And then you understand that this is not a guess game. This is not where you just come and say, I have some money. If you have some money you really want to throw around, the market will help you sip it, and there's nothing that will happen. These are billions of dollars, these are trillions of dollar traded market today. And I was telling somebody, I said, even if you make $1 billion from the market in a week or in a month or in a single day, nobody cares, nobody knows. The chart is still going to move back and forth. The only person who is excited is you and your community and your family that knows that you made $1 million or you made $100,000 or you made $50,000. The market does not stop because you made that money. The market is too big. So when you know that, again, a lot of the speakers who spoke on our event, Seven Figure was True in Port Harcourt, will always say this. If you go to the Forex brokers website, you go to the crypto website, and they will tell you this is a high risk ground. You're playing in a high risk ground. So for you to play in a high risk ground, what is the number one thing you need to understand if you're actually paying attention to those words? High risk zone. You need to become a risk manager. That is your first assignment. But we are carried away with the charts, with everything, and all of that kind of thing back and forth. And it's not our fault. It is just the way, some of us learned how to trade, and some of us didn't really have good mentors who mentored us. And so some of these things were not consciously instilled in us. So it is now later, after you've blown several accounts, you begin to now have sense to say, okay, I think I need to take it slow. Oh, I thought when I get into trade, I'm going to buy Lamborghini the next month. Is it possible? Yes. But do you think it is just when you're fluking? No, you can't get a Lamborghini when you're fluking. If you get a Lamborghini when you're fluking, you're going to sell that Lamborghini to fund your account again and you blow that. Like they were saying, PG, that's when your mind, they're saying, by that time your mind will be for international viewers. I'm not sure you understand that. Please excuse me. All right. So basically, that's on a lighter note, though. So, but then these are my views in the market. I don't know if I should touch Forex, but I think these are basically the things that we're looking at for, especially with the coin we've just looked at. So, James Uchima, I don't know if there are questions that I might they might be throwing at me, so we can answer that quickly, and then you take on the wheel from this point.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very
I have
much.
been taking note of all the pairs you analyze. I have dropped all the pairs in the group, and also those watching on YouTube, don't forget, click the comment section, the description button. You will get to see the subscription button. You also get to see the group link. You also get to see the community channel link. Every link you need is right there in the description button on the YouTube. Thanks for watching, especially those of you watching first timers. Then those of you on the live call, we have about 22 millionaires and potential billionaires 2025 right here on the call. We have so much for you. We have just shown you two right now. We have so much in stock for you right now. The CEO 7-figure boss is still live, is still here. I'm just buying time to get like 50 people before I bring him up. And I'm very soon, I'm sure we are going to get up to like 30 to 50 people before he comes up. Also, I want to also say at this juncture, put your questions together and bring your questions to the comment section, to the chat box. Don't ever feel that you have a small question. Every question is a very big question. Every question is very important question. Every single individual on this call is very important to this community. So whatever the level of your question is, don't be shy to bring it up. I can remember it was somebody that asked me a very stupid question. And after the person asked me that question, because of that question, I wrote a book to answer the question. I wrote a full book just because of one person question. And that book is in the market. I've been selling that book and I've been making some good money from selling that book. So don't ever think at any point in time that you ask a question that is irrelevant. Every question is irrelevantly relevant for the time of every class. When you are in a class and everybody is there, your question is irrelevantly relevant. When you are now one-on-one and somebody is teaching you, there are some questions you don't ask. But when you are in a general class, anything you do is a learning for other people. So please prepare your question. While you are preparing your question, Blessing, you touch a little bit of Ethereum. And then if you can go back and touch one of your favorite Forex pairs, then from there we can break that side and now enter the other side now and begin to break the other side. Talking about the challenge and any other breakable need to break. But now we have to break some things down. But first of all, break the Ethereum and break the one of your favorite pair. Then we go the other side now and start breaking the other side.
It's like this, actually. Okay, we should break it, right?
You break it.
All right. So, okay, cool. So, same thing happening. Same thing happening. Like, this is the weekly time frame of Ethereum, right? And I think we touched this. Is it during the what do you call it? During the event, or I think during one of those Zoom calls. If I if you look at Ethereum from the weekly time frame, you'll see that this pair is good at just playing with your psyche, especially if you are a newbie in trading, right? Okay, so talking about the fact that we started engaging in the bull run. I'm not surprised at what the market did. We made an impulse and then we pull back. Then we're looking to push up a little. Now, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. So if you look at this zone here, well, the market moved. Okay. I think I would use this as a bit of a two top. Let me just show something. Because I'm more of a pattern and structure trader than just the traditional candlestick kind of trading. Okay, so if you have a market that does this, usually would say that the market is a bear market, and then we'll need price to come to the neckline of the information and or double top, and then for the price to begin to come down. Usually when this, instead of the price getting to this level and begin to come down, when price breaks it to the top side, then the market sentiment has changed again. So we now begin to see that maybe price is beginning to form another level. When usually when you begin to have price do this back and forth, it's simple. It means that price is in a consolidation mode. So but let's look at what's happening here. We pushed to this zone and then we're actually sitting at this level at the moment. So I'm just going to narrow to this level here. So we saw that we have an information here, and then we thought that if price would, the price also showed us information that it's going to be going to the top side because of if you can see like the way I'm seeing, you see an inverted head and shoulders around here. In the markets at the same time, pull made an overextended movement away from that inverted head and shoulders and then pulled back to that level there. So, and then if you see whilst the market was moving, we have a red candle here that stood as a excuse me to say this, that stood as a bandit to hold the market while the market was pushing to the top side. And so usually what the market will do, not the rocket sign, is that the market will usually come back to this same zone and begin to test what level of liquidity is here for us to begin to make another movement. So if you look at what is happening, you'll discover, let me come back a bit. Let me see what the money will say. Okay, so if you look at what is happening closely, you see that we're clearly consolidating around the zones here. So we're just this price zones here. Things just happening here. So my hard price pull the way back up again, and maybe we can pull back down and things like that. Or we can begin to push the top side. So, like I said, as the trader, you have to know where you're entering the market and exact points where you'd want to exit the market because you are not predicting, you are reacting. Somebody might get a whole lot from what I'm saying right now, but some persons might just still be, you know what, okay, you know. So looking at this level where the market is with Ethereum, we're seeing that the market has actually touched another demand zone, and then we're reacting up that zone at the moment. So I'd want to see what this market will keep doing. I remember I talked about Ethereum when Ethereum was somewhere around here. And then we said we should keep shorting the market to the downside. Now the market has formed a dot top around here. And then usually what the market should have done is that the market would have pulled to this level and then pull to this level and then begin to put it down if we actually wanted to go to the downside. But what the market is showing is clearly speaking is not that formation. The market is clearly showing is another formation, which means that we might also be seeing this market pushing to the top side again. And they see the market pushing to the top side again. But that being said, you also need to understand that this market can also pull into the structure before the push to the top side. Yeah, so this is the reason why at this level, if I were you, I would avoid trading Ethereum since I am speculating on price. I'm not just buying the coin. If I want to buy the coin, it's a different case. But since I'm speculating, because every step, every move I make as a speculator counts. This is the reason why we'll get our stop losses hit, we'll get so many agitation happening, we'll get our take profits hit at the same time. So the thing is looking at this, all you need to do, all I need to do is simple. Wait. Let the market break out, we test it, and then we join to this high. And when it gets here, you get out from the market. You're not trying to see the market break all the way to the sky. That is all right. So you have to trade in the area or in the zones where price have gotten to previously because the market is still trying to, it's just consolidating basically what's happening here. Like I said, from the bigger picture now down to the smaller picture, we're just consolidating. Can everybody hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear, brother.
Can you hear me loud and clear? All right, thank you very much. Okay, cool. So, which means that we're just going to wait for price to just dance around the zone. When price breaks out from the zone, you cannot begin to engage. Remember, all you want to do is make money. And if Solana is giving you money, if what do you call it, Ripple is giving you money, BTC is giving you money, then why would you trade it? The essence of you, I think I should give this away for free. The essence of us looking at different assets is not because we want to trade them. In the beginning, when I started trading I would analyze like 10 pairs and I want to trade all the 10 pairs. Little did I know that on the tone, I was trying to prove to the market that I am right. I am good at doing this and I want to do that. That is bullshit. You can't be right. This is deep. You can't be right. All you want to do is make money. If it's not making sense, get out. Don't try to tell me that, oh, I analyze 10 pairs, I want the 10 pairs play. That is you're just setting You're just setting the pace for your doom to come. Because the day is going to come, you're going to do all of that, all of those things, and then you're going to wipe off your accounts. You're going to wipe off your accounts. Yeah. Sorry guys, just a second. You're going to wipe off that account. Jeff, please confirm to me that you can still hear me loud and clear.
Loud and clear, brother.
All right, thank you. I had to stop that call from interrupting. All right, cool. So all you need to do is I was saying something about not trading all the pairs, right? So the essence of us looking at these pairs is to look for the best trading opportunity. It's not to trade all of them. I don't trade, I can analyze 4 pairs for the week and I'm trading just one. But it took me time to understand this fact because in the beginning, I was trying to trade everything I analyzed. Can you be trading everything you analyzed? What about if there's no what about if there is no trading opportunity on that pair? So you want to force trade because you analyzed it, you want to make sure that it plays like the way you did it. No, that's wrong. Some traders are falling into this, some newbies are still going to do the same mistake, some intermediate traders are still going to do this. You're only going to learn either from a good mentor or from your losses. You're going to learn from those experiences. All right. So that is it. Joseph Chima, I don't think there is too much to say about Ethereum. This is very clear. So I would like to look at USDCHF, which is one of the pairs that I am actively looking to trade. All right. So I'm actually looking to trade this pair. So I'm not going to go to the weekly, to the monthly. I'm just going to give away what I'm looking out for to trade in this pair. The price action is very clean, very good. We made some money trading this pair. James, I don't know if you remember while we were having the event, we bought this pair from here and we exited at this level during the seminar. I showed you that account. Pretty much excited. So again, as soon as we did that, I was waiting. I've been waiting, to see how the markets will fold. And then again, like I used to say, I usually especially when it comes to Forex, I don't just trade it like that blindly. Usually most of the time, I would like to see what's happening. And the way I like to see what's happening is it's not rocket science. The hedge funds do more research than I can ever do. What do you call them? The big banks will do more research that more than what I can ever put together. The max I can do in my house is put Bloomberg, and I hardly watch Bloomberg. All right. I hardly watch Bloomberg because I just feel they talk too much. They say a lot of things. Right. So when you go to some of these financial firms and you see them putting Bloomberg and things like that, how many persons do you really see sitting to look at the Bloomberg? Those things are just formality to put in the trading space in the arena. Usually, people might go to look at that thing maybe when one of these um, Bank of England, maybe the governor is speaking, maybe one person is speaking, they might just be looking at it for formality. Guys, trading, you have to understand the numbers. The numbers will not lie. All right, the numbers will not what will not lie. So usually, what I'll do is to so whilst I was looking for this, I think I said this during our last during one of the first broadcasts we had, shooting this project. So I'll go to see what is called commitment of traders, where the US government has constantly have every hedge fund and big banks submit their positions in the market every week. Every single week is a must. If you're registered with the New York Stock Exchange market, you have to submit your position. Is a must, whether you're long or you're short. So I was thinking, if these guys are buying a particular asset or a particular currency, it means they've done their research. And if these other guys are selling, it means they've also done their research. So what do I do? I don't have the resources to be able to do all of those research. All I need to do is follow. follow what they're doing. I don't want to know how they arrive at their answers. I just want to follow the answers. They are providing, they are the ones doing the work, and they are showing their position. And this is called commitment of traders report. It's called the COT data. Some of us who are traders here would know this. So it is called the COT data, commitment of traders. And what I'm about to show you, I pay every month. I don't say every year, every month for that subscription. So somebody saw it the other day and was like, Mr. B, how can you share that with me? How can you do this? I said, I don't know the best way to do it, but you see that thing you see on my screen? I pay for it every month. All right. So I'm just going to share that with you guys. I'm trading USD CHF and I'm going long on USD CHF, and there's a reason for that. So when I checked what these guys were doing with the CHF, it was simple. I saw that the CHF is losing strength. It's losing strength. In fact, if you look at the long positions, they have like 4K, and you look at the short position, they have like 45K short. And what are you doing in the Forex market speculating? You want to trade the strong against the weak. That is your primary assignment, whether it is US that is weak or whether it is CH that is strong. Whatever you want to do is buy the strong one and sell out the weak ones. And so all I would need to do is just to come in and say, okay, guys, which one is weak and which one is strong? And then go with your technical knowledge, understand what the market is doing, get in, and then relax to watch the action play. What I mean, yeah, it's too much fun, yeah. But then, yeah, let's do this. It's seven-figure boss community. So let's give this away. All right. So when I looked at the net position of CHF, I'm seeing minus 41K, yeah, all the way from minus 17K to minus 41K. So looking at what's happening, basically, I can clearly see that this thing is losing strength. And when I come to the chart, it's not a rocket science. We can clearly see that this USDCHF has been on a bull run. So there's a reason why this thing is pushed to the top side, and the hedge funds and the big banks know why. I don't want to know why. All I want to know is where are they going? Let's follow them. Shaking now. I want to make money. Nobody's going to call me to start explaining why. Yeah, see, this is the reason why I am not too good at talking too much when it comes to fundamental things like that. I know them, but I don't talk too much about them because, I mean, it is really not about you talking about how the Bank of England is cutting interest rate and everything. If you're not making money, those information does not make any sense to you. I cannot just be coming here to tell you the reason why Donald Trump is doing this is the reason why the dollar will not turn to this. The reason why the Bank of England is doing this is because the Queen of England decided to not travel again. And things like, what's my business if she's not traveling again? She's not my family member. All I want to know is how is this thing affecting the market? The numbers will not lie. So when they say because of this thing that she's doing, the hedge funds decide to say, okay, we've done all our research, back end, front end, side end, the other side end, we need to buy USD. Who am I to fight with how many $1,000 in your account? And you want to play with people who are trading billions of dollars. And they are telling people who are trading billions of dollars are telling you, let's go long on USDCHF. And you that is selling, you that has $200, $10,000, $50,000, you want to sell. You're setting yourself up for disaster. So this is one of the reasons why I'll be looking to go long on this pair, ladies and gentlemen. And then Euro AUD, I have a sentiment running, and I'll be looking to also go long on this pair. So I hope to share the result of this pair to you guys when we have the next broadcast. So James Ochima, I'm not going to be talking much about this. I usually will talk and also keep value, and I'm sure that some of us has gained value as we have looked at this person. If you know you've gained value, please put on and the fire emoji so that I'll feel like we're passing knowledge. I'll feel cool about this call. And not like we're just talking here, you know. We're not just talking. We know what we're doing. So thank you very much. All of those things are encouraging. And James Ochima, over to you.
Oh, wow. Let's keep it coming. Please, if you have question, this is the time where you need to pull up your question because we have come to that time where we are changing the gear to another level. We are going to be discussing something else right now. Yeah, not something else totally different from what we are discussing, but then we're entering another topic right now. We have talked a lot about the markets, the crypto markets. We have touched a little bit about the Forex market as to where we are and where the market is and where we are going and where the market is going. And so now we have to talk a little bit about how you, right now in your current state, how can you benefit moving forward in 2025? How can we make money? Somebody type, show me the money. We have come to that point where Messiah Wealth will tell the people, we say, show me the money. Show me the money. Somebody go to the chat box if you are here. Type, show me the money. How can you make money right now with all that we have seen, all that we have shown right now? How can you make money? Somebody go to the chat box. Show me the money. How did they make the money now? We don't see all those things. So let's discuss about that. To move further on that discussion, I was thinking maybe we had some questions so that we could have started from questions, but in the absence of further questions, we'll just go to random. By the way, those of you watching from YouTube, I just got informed now that the YouTube viewers are higher. My technical team just informed me right now that the YouTube view we have now is mad, that we have a high YouTube view on this particular live video. So those of you watching us on YouTube, I want to welcome every single one of you to this show. We will always be here every Sunday. I think this is my 8th year of every Sunday showing up on this call, on this Zoom call, to do what we call Super Sunday Call. And today we are being hosted by the 7-Figure Boss Pro community. Is a very big family that's interested in futures trading right now as we speak. The 7-Figure Boss Pro family is interested in, highly interested in futures trading. I'm talking about being interested in futures trading. I had a call with the CEO of 7-Figure Boss Pro this afternoon talking about Lagos, and he was directing me to get a hall for 100 people in Lagos, to get a hall for 100 people in Lagos. And after we get the hall, we should also get an apartment for about 20 people in Lagos. And we have to get that hall, an apartment ASAP. So if you are in Lagos, you are on this call, please kindly reach out to me. My number is, you can reach out to me through the link in the description on this YouTube video that is currently live right now on YouTube. So if you reach out to me, you let me know. We have a hall for 100 people, a 5-star hall, a very beautiful hall, a very nice hall for 100 people, in Lagos. I will need this hall in the 3rd week of January, in the final week, 3rd week, 4th week. So let's say the last week of January, So we are going to do a 5 days, 5 days or 3 days. Let's make it 3 days. A 3 days boot camp in Lagos, teaching people how to enter the trade, how to exit from the trade on futures. So people who do not know anything, people who know a little bit, there are some strategies, there are some gimmicks, there are some ins and outs of the futures markets that if you know them, is enough. You don't need to be a professional trader. I was interviewing Jalen the other day from Mexi Global Headquarters in China. And I was asking him, I said, Jalen, all these guys making money in Mexi, do they have to be professionals? Do they have to know so much in futures? He said, no, that especially one of his friends in Morocco, if they say people should choose and vote for the most profitable trader based on their skill, that particular guy will not be voted. The guy makes $200,000 every week on Mexi. What is really working well for him is that he understands the futures market. He understands also the business of athletes in the futures market, and he's taking advantage of those two things. He understands the futures market in itself, and then the business of athletes on the futures market over the years. I think he has been doing that for more than 5 years on Mexi Exchange, and today he is reaping the fruit of his labor. Over $200,000 every week on Mexi Exchange. Is one of the top list athletes, high earners on Mexi Exchange. So the key point there is that the guy from, I think it's not Morocco, is from Belgium. The guy from Belgium did not have to become a professional before he began to earn that kind of high amount. So that motivated me to say, even me that is now a professional, not making that amount, it means if I'm consistent and if I understand this thing and I fire on it back to back for the next 2 years, I should cross that amount every week, perhaps even every day, because my vision is far bigger than $200,000 weekly. So, and that being said, I think every single one listening to this call, every single one of us on this call, you should also aspire to perspire to also make sure you put yourself in the proper position to be able to siphon this kind of volume from this market. And the market does not care if you pitch this kind of money from this market. It's like taking a small crumb of bread, and while the big crumb is there. So that being said, what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to be an expert. So those people who are gathering in Lagos, they don't have to become experts. They just simply have to understand the interface, the platform, how it works, how to. One important thing Blessing stated was risk management. They simply have to understand risk management, and then they are benefiting from that project, from that exchange massively from the side of affiliates and also from the side of entering the position. From all the analysis you saw that was designed today, Ripple analysis, Bitcoin analysis, Doji analysis, Solana analysis, and also the Ethereum analysis. Once it's time for the analysis to kick in, traders like myself, like Lassin, like Rico, like Messiah Wealth, or even Blessing, when they jump into that position, they announce to the entire house, like Biggest Sam, most time he does that. Like Joseph, he also does that. I've jumped into this asset, oh, I'm now in, oh. So it's now left for you to check and now understand what is your entry time frame, what is your entry strategy. So there is a class for another day where we'll discuss about entry strategy, entry time frame. During the bootcamp in Lagos, 3 days bootcamp with 2 days physical event, then 2 days physical, 2 days general event, then another 3 days, that's making 5 days now. Another 3 days in-house, inside the apartment. We'll have an apartment, a very big apartment, where we'll be taking sessions, morning session, afternoon session, evening session, morning session, afternoon session, evening, just like we did in Port Harcourt and even bigger than Port Harcourt. What we did previously on Lagos Island was smaller than what we did in Port Harcourt. What we did in Port Harcourt is going to be smaller compared to what is happening in Lagos last week of January. 2 days on the general event, 3 days in the boot camp, where we are going to be having different sessions. And trainers are going to be coming from Lagos, from Abuja, from Port Harcourt, from Nairobi, from South Africa. We're bringing all the master traders inside that boot camp. It's going to be that setting where you have something that looks like Big Brother Ninja setting. Something like that, where we have cameras and videos and Zoom calls and recordings and a lot of activities going on while learning is going on, and a lot of people are being transformed into money-making machines. So if you are in Lagos, please help us look for an environment that is suitable for that kind of a boot camp. We want an exclusive apartment that is a semi-detached of exclusive 4-bedroom apartment top and down, or 5-bedroom apartment top and down, something like that. So we have good sponsors in the 7-Figure Boss community that can take up that. So if you have that in Lagos and around, it's supposed to be somewhere around Ikeja, especially Ikeja GRA will be very serene for that kind of activity because of lights and road access. So we can be able to fly in from the airport, and we're able to dash in down and dash back to the airport if we need to fly out at any time. So all other people coming from outside Nigeria, they can just dash in from international airport and just jump into Ikeja without having to travel far to the island. So the place has to be on Ikeja, anywhere around Gowon Estate, or I don't know, but just anywhere that's serene and nice and GRA vibes. Let's have that 5-bedroom duplex so we can have it. Isaac Jones, yeah, something around that area, so that we can just take the entire property and use it for 3 days boot camp, but 2 days will be on major events. So we need a hall for 100 people for that major event. So if you are participating in that, I will advise you, our friends like Mr. Femi, Mr. Shola, they are experts in Instagram adverts. They can run an Instagram ad for you and a landing page, so you can be able to look for people who are interested in attending events like this or trainings like this in the month of January. A lot of people are interested in learning new skills. So you can begin to register them with your Mexi exchange link and prepare them towards the bootcamp. You can register them, put them in the group, let them be getting Signal, getting the online trainings. Then when the time for that physical meeting come and the boot camp, they are able to, become masters, because we are turning ordinary traders to professionals, to people who are making money in the market. That is happening in the city of Lagos. And we are using the MEXC exchange to run that, courtesy of the Seven Figure Boss Pro movement. So with that being said, the next thing I would like to jump in to talk about is the challenge. Somebody type $100 to $100,000. Somebody type on the chat box $100 to $100,000. Go to the chat box right now and type $100 to $100,000. I want to be sure that people can see me. People are still together with me, and people are still hearing me. If you are still together with me and you are still hearing me, please go ahead and type $100 to $100,000. $100 to $100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the person that just presented today, that showed you the charts of all those analyses, is somebody I respect a lot. We have been working together over the years. I can tell you for more than 10 years, not 10 years, more than 5 years, I beg your pardon. That was an exaggeration. It's too much. We have been working together for more than 5 years. And ever since I've known him for one particular thing in this industry. I've known him for swing trades. What is a swing trade? Who is a swing trader rather? A swing trader is that person that has passion and patience to look for where the market is and where the market is going on a long term. That's not all. Take the position and patiently follow the position to the end. That person is called a swing trader. One of those days, his position was out there in the market, and engineer Femi chatted me, say, this is your trader. Don't you think you should take this profit for now? Then after like 2 hours later, I now posted the same position. The position jumped from $600 to $1,700. And that position was running at $4,000, $4,200 profit when we closed that trade on an account of $270,000. So unfortunately, it was an evaluation account. So we're not like, how I wish this account was a real account. Would have shared that money. So this person have done several things of that nature for the past 5 years plus that I've known him. And I'm glad to tell you that when I was learning how to trade Forex many years ago, back then in the city of Abuja, I used to come to Abuja to learn. I used to come to Lagos. I used to come to Kaduna. This particular person is one of the persons that God have used to teach me this market. I mastered the art of top-down analysis for the very first time under his mentorship many years ago. And ever since I learned from him, if you see me doing top-down analysis, you would think maybe I just copied exactly. Of course, I copied exactly what he's doing, but then adding also my own interest in the market. My interest in the market usually is more of intraday, a little bit of scalping, but more of intraday. And then adding ICT and SMC combined together with it. I think I don't have a strategy. I'm the only trader that doesn't have a strategy. I use all the strategy combined depending on what I'm looking for and at what time I'm looking for that thing that I'm looking for. And mostly because I'm more of a teacher, so I need to know everything and combine everything and use everything to prove to my students that it works. The other day, Air Commodore Ifezu was telling me, James, this account has been dormant. Can't we just put some trade in that account? I say, okay, no problem. Let me look at the trade. I look at GBP USD. I find a sweet spot. I knacker it on a sell position, and it went about 83 pips. And then we had $242 from that trade, 0.5 lot size. And I posted it. And I know somebody now challenged me, say, James, why not you trade this account? I say, how can I trade this account? Everybody has his own calling in this industry. Some people are called to focus and trade and analyze. Some people are called to talk. Blessing told you he doesn't like talking. Me, if I do not talk under 1 hour, 2 hours, I will start having mouth problem. Like my mouth will be having wound inside because I've not been talking. So talking keeps me alive. Talking keeps me excited. Talking keeps me going. I live to talk. So why will I discover that I like talking and talking gives me money, talking keeps me going? Why will I not leave talking and not focus on the charts and be looking at candle going up and down and numbers? Oh my God, I cannot stress myself. Let me go to where I belong to. However, just on a lighter mode, This is what Blessing Agbaja has done. I didn't tell him I was going to be showing this result, but this is part of his results. Look at the kind of trade that this guy have been taking, and look at the $13,000 you are seeing in that account in less than 2 months. This account came from under $270,000. It was $4,800 short of $270,000, and it came up to $13,000. Now, the profit is not my interest. When I was going through his work for the past 2 months and studying what he was doing on this account from drawdown to where we are today, what I learned about his trading is the fact that he picks a particular pair he's studying for the time being. Let's say, for example, if he's studying Euro card and he see an opportunity in it, he pick that pair and he begin to push on the pair and begin to follow up on the pair. And he decide to go like 10 lots on that pair. He breaks it down into maybe 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, and then add them together, sometimes 7 lots. And once you hold the pair, he already counts his stop loss. If this trade goes bad, I'm losing $1,500, $2,000 max. You know, if this trade goes well, I'm making $10,000. And most times the trade doesn't go to TP. It gets to around $3,000, $4,000. Okay, like this particular one, the trade went to 8 times 3 is 20. 8 times 3 is what? 8 plus 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26, 27. So this particular Euro card went to $2,700. It was done before Christmas. $2,700. This particular trade went to over $4,000. It was a pullback when he now took it out. Then look at the previous one that was closed in a loss of 740, 749, 749, and 3. It was totally bad. And because of its bad nature, went to SL. You can see it hit SL. It achieved the SL. It achieved the SL. So show me a trader that manages risks. It's a trader that has an SL. That this trade is no longer going my way, let me close in SL. This trade is going my way, but it's going to have a pullback. Let me close the profit without being bent on a particular amount that say, okay, I want to wait. This trade has gone very, very well, and I've eaten a lot from it. $1,157 on 2.6 lot size. Do you know how many pips is that? Do you know how many pips is that? That is a lot of pips counted there, and the trader held that trade to get to that point. So what am I saying? I'm not telling you that Blessing is somebody that is planning to do something in this market. Blessing is somebody that is doing things in this market. Is doing things and thing senses in the market. So many accounts are under his assets under management, over $1 million. But then he said to me, James, we have to do $100 to $100,000, because in the process of doing such a program, we will create some new swing trading masters. In the process of taking $100 to $100,000, we will create some disciplined traders. In the process of taking $100 to $100,000, we will prove a global point. We will shake some tables in the industry. And when he told me that, I just listened with one ear. I left it at my hypothalamus. I kept on doing what I was doing until one of my friends began to. I came back from Abidjan. I set up a meeting, myself and Ariko, to go and meet one of my friends in Ikeja, GTC broker. And then I saw Chima, and I saw on his board he has $10 to $10,000. I said, wow, this is a grassroots program. A program to build grassroots into a good financial level if this program is structured properly. So can I be part of this program? What is it is? He explained the program for me from $10 to $10,000 using GTC broker. I said, that's nice. So we did an interview. It's on my YouTube. Go and watch my YouTube. How to move. Okay, you know how to move. We just said $10 to $10,000 there about there. So we did an interview with him. And people jumped into that project, and we are starting that project January. Then after that call, we now had a discussion with Blessing again. What about that thing we talked about, that WhatsApp group we created? It's time we do this thing. Oh, look at what these other guys are already doing. And it's similar thing, and we have to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce to you that we had the first major interview with Blessing Agbaja on $100 to $100,000. It is a reality. As far as I'm concerned, it's already a done deal. We are only going to manifest it, because that thing playing on paper, it was successful. The thing we played it, back played it, and forward played it in our psychology, it was successful. Now it's time to bring it into reality. And so we're having Zoom calls upon Zoom calls, meetings upon meetings, WhatsApp group or some WhatsApp. The other day we had a WhatsApp call for up to an hour discussing the project. Before the project, during the project, after the project, making all the necessary plans to ensure that that project is 99.99% successful. So the last bit of it that will just be there is just the realistic part of it that we are now engaging in the field work of that project. What am I saying? We're already on YouTube, so you can watch whatever we are saying live on YouTube. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if you want to be part of a project that will create discipline in you as a trader, if you want to be part of a project that will create swing mentality, patience. Swing mentality is a mentality of patience. A trader that can swing trade is a very patient trader. Very patient. You are patient at so many things in life. Then you can swing trade. I'm sorry, I don't have that patience. But I believe that going through this project for me, one of the things I will learn is I will gain a very high threshold of patience. So if you are a trader, or if you want to gain patience in trading, if you want to gain stamina to wait, if you want to gain discipline in trading, you need to be part of this project. This project is going to cost you $100. You are not paying the money to me. You are not paying to Blessing. You are putting the money in your own trading account. Click the link on this live call on YouTube. Click the link on this live call on YouTube. There's a link. You click that link, you join the group, the WhatsApp group where Blessing is coordinating this project, and you register your account, register your presence, set up your account, fund your account. Then we'll begin to have internal meeting with the people who are participating in that project. Once in a while, when we come out on the general Zoom call, we'll only talk about the progress. We will not give you the full details. There's a time we call out for Club $1 million. We had some people who came out and said they want to be part of Club $1 million. Successful, we have about 3 or 4 clubs of $1 million, 3 or 4 of them. And all of those clubs are going on very smoothly and fine. But so many times you will not hear us talking about the progress of the club in public, because sometimes when the project goes far and a lot of money is involved, you have to just, pipe low. So your calls and requests, people chatting you and telling you about their problems, will not be so high. So then we talk about people getting involved because we want people to grow. At the end of it, what you become will equate into financial progress in 2025. Maybe at the end of the day, you want to buy yourself a dream home. Maybe you want to relocate out of Nigeria. You want to have a second nationality. You want to have a second passport. You want to have, if there's a big project you want to execute, I think $100,000 is an amount that will execute that kind of project. One of my friends sent me a pilot. She sent me a description, a proposal, a full document of a particular country. This since the Grenadines or something like that. Anyway, the total, what it will cost for me to get the green passport of that country was $57,000. And with that green passport, I could have access to 213 countries, including European countries. So if you have a project like that, to have a passport that will give you access to so many countries all over the world and increase your stuff, your reputation, global reputation, then I think it will cost you $100 to fight towards achieving that dream. But you have to go through this project first of all. Then at the end of this project, the money you get for the project, use it to accomplish that desire of yours to get a second passport that give you access to 213 countries all over the world. This is one of my dreams. I want to have access to at least about 300 to 500 countries, if there are up to 500 countries, at least in my lifetime. I want to have access. Even if I don't go to those countries, let me have the passport that give me that access to all those countries. But I'm sure I'm going to go to so many of those countries. And I don't want to work hard to make that money. I want to just be in a project that 1 + 1 + 1 divided by 1 equals to X, give me the answer, and I make all that money. So not to put the story too longer than the way I've stretched the story. If you are part of this project, I'm talking to you. This is your project. Click the link in the YouTube. Click the link right there. There's a link in the description. Click that link. It will take you to the group where the project is going on. With that being said, let me also add to some of you who are already part of the project. You are in that group. You need to also allow other people to be part of this kind of project. Why? Because you need people to bear witness that this thing happened. When we begin to make a lot of noise, one of my friends chatted me from Lagos the other day. He said, James, what is happening is crazy. I was telling people how I made 95 million. I said, I actually went to YouTube to go and watch the video how you made $95 million this year, 2024. Yeah. $94 million. And a lot of people began to badmouth him, begin to call him names, begin to banter him, say so many things. And I was telling some of my friends on the call, the reason why that is happening is because only few people know the truth, whether he did it or he didn't do it. So, but sometimes when you are embarking on project like this, you invite some people to come in. Some of the reason is just for them to bear witness. And when they bear witness, they saw it happen. When the story begin to go out there in the public space, those people will be the one to tell the story, not you yourself that did it. So it becomes a problem when you yourself have to be the one to tell people that look at what you've done. You will have to explain and explain and explain. EFCC will never ever believe you. You will explain tire because there's no evidence. Even when you try to show them your chart, S&P 500, it's difficult for them to even understand you are telling the truth because so many people did not see what you are doing at the initial beginning. Some motivational speaker today, Idabasi opened a restaurant in Lekki Phase 1. Massive. It sells itself because many people bear witness of what she did when she was calling people that she was going to do this. Noah did not wait until after he finished building the ark before he's not telling people the dream, the vision, the goal. He told them the dream, the vision, the goal, the end, and what will happen after the end from the beginning before it began. And a lot of them were doubting. And you know what? He had to call people to come and bear witness. People did not come as much as his family members, I think 11 or 12 thereabout. I can't remember the exact number now. I've forgotten my Bible story. But then he went and called animals. So some people that are so irrelevant to what you are doing, you have to go and call them because you need people to bear witness that this thing was said, this thing was written, this thing was done. So it's written, so it be done. And when it was established, it could never be forgotten again long after Noah. So sometimes when we call people to say, come into this project, it's not like we are scared of the project. It's not like we need you for the project. It's that when we begin to say how it happened, we don't want to be the only one saying it. Now, sometimes also we overshout our intentions, our visions, our dreams, our goals, and we crash. And when we crash, we feel like, oh, we are ashamed. No. I wrote something, I have not published it. I'm going to publish it probably on 31st night. I wrote something. Let me read that thing I wrote. You are going to see it on social media everywhere. I'm going to publish it massively. I'm going to do a series on it talking about it. Let me just read that thing I wrote. Because sometimes we write some projects, we talk about some certain things with highfalutin words, we shout, we make a lot of noise as if this is the final burst of everybody becoming a billionaire. And along the line, we hit rock and we fail. And some people say, let's laugh at him. And here I say, if you are working on something that is not working for you, it's because it's working on you. I repeat again so you get it right. If you are working on something that is not working for you, the reason is simply because that thing is working on you. So some people say you failed, in quotes, that's for them. But for you, you went through that process. You have learned so many things about that thing that nobody else knows except you that went through that process. Therefore, it didn't leave you the same. That thing that happened did not leave you the same. I think I was listening to an interview of Warren Buffett. They say, I will never hire anybody that I've never got bankrupt before. I will never hire anybody to manage my business who have not lost money up to $1 million before. And I was also listening to another documentary. I love listening to documentary of billionaires a lot. And one of those billionaires was saying he did a research about all the billionaires in the world. He found out that 80% of all the billionaires, they have at one point declared bankrupt. You know what is bankrupt? I cannot pay my bills anymore. I have given up. All the money is gone. That's what bankrupt means. All the billionaires, dead and alive, at one point in the time, 80% of them declared bankrupt, including Donald Trump, the one that you know. So what am I trying to say? Failure is part of your success. Sometimes you say some things, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that, and you do it. For the fact that you have done it and you have failed, you have made a step farther than people who have never done it. So I'm saying all of this to prepare your mind to say that sometimes or many times we will set up projects and in between the line we will fail. But it's better we fail doing the project than not even doing it at all. We'll go to our grave in regret. On the dying bed, I think it was Eric Warren that was saying that in closing. Not Eric Warren, not Bob Proto. This guy, this American black guy. What's his name again? Shit. This guy that always laugh whenever he's talking. This radio caster. Oh my God, not. Oh my God. This American speaker, the black one that always laugh, the half beards. What's his name again? Oh my God, why would I forget his name? That used to be a radio presenter. Les Brown. Oh my God, Les Brown. Les Brown says on a dying bed, like if someone is dying, maybe a doctor can tell us a little bit about that more. That the few minutes you spend before dying, someone spend before they die, they usually see their entire life within that few last minutes. Mostly people who die in process, they follow the proper, there's a protocol for death. There's a protocol for death. All your five senses, the last one to shut, I think, is your hearing senses. All they will be shutting down one by one. I think the first one to shut is your feeling. Then the second one, sense of feel. The second one, the sense of smell. Third one is the sight. The fourth one is I don't know the protocol again, but the last one is the hearing. I know that one. So if you are following the proper protocol for exiting out of this world, that within that few minutes before your exit, that your entire life will appear to you. And it's summarized in less than 5 minutes. And when your entire life is summarized, do you know that you will see what you should have done that you did not do? So because of the pain that you didn't do those things that you should have done, you knew you should have done this thing, but something distracted you, or procrastination, or fear, or something took you off. You didn't do that thing. You will see that thing. And when you see that thing, you will now begin to cry without anybody beating you. You are not crying because you are dying. You are crying because you didn't do some certain things. Maybe you did not relate with a loved one. Maybe you did not show kindness to some certain people that were good to you. Maybe you did not. Everything will appear to you. So what am I saying? And some of the things that will appear are the ideas that you had, you never executed. Some of the things that the opportunities that you got, that you never participated in those opportunities. Because you knew that these things were things you would have done and would have given you your destiny. Or would have taken you to your point of destiny, but you never did them. Because you were scared of failing. Because you were scared of losing money. I'm not scared of losing money. If I lose money 1,000,000 times, I will still go into the business. Provided that I get clarity and I get like this business is something I should do, I'll go into it no matter how many times I've fallen before. So what am I saying? I'm saying that yes, we can fail, but it's always good we fail, we learn from it, and we go again. Yeah, we may not go into the same place where we fail, but we'll go to more better places. We'll do more better things. We'll do things differently. And that is what I'm saying. So go ahead and click on the link on the YouTube and join the group and set up the account. You get instructions from there, and then you'll be part of the project. Before we go, I'll allow for questions. If you have questions, please, about the project, about all that I've said, if you have questions, please go ahead and drop in questions on the chat box, on the comment section, on the YouTube, so I can answer the question. But before I answer the question, I'll allow Blessing for maybe like 5 minutes. Blessing doesn't talk so much, but then Blessing, you still have to talk about the project, so we can just take question and then we leave. Our time is quite far spent. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, James. And you've said a lot. You've said a lot, and I am really impressed by what you've said. Now, I'm happy that you showed that account. And for those of us who saw the account, you would see that there are blues and there are reds, right? So that tells you that there is no trader who will not encounter the red. But the beautiful thing is the blues are more than the red, right? And just like when I had an interview with James, he said to me, he said, I said in that interview, I said, can we do it? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. Can it fail? Yes. But guess what? It is better I did it and I failed than I thought about it for the longest of time and I never did it. I'm going to ask this question and I want somebody to answer. Okay, on the chat box. The target is $100,000. If you are able to do $50,000, do you think we've done well or not? If I decide to shut this project down whilst we're on $50,000, do you think we've done well? Yes, we've done well. And if you follow the protocol to which this program is going to be running, because a lot of people feel like, oh, how are you going to turn $100,000 to $100,000? It is very possible. It is very, very possible. Like I'm saying it and I'm seeing it in my head. I what we're about to do is not something I just woke up. It has been there. I've seen it in my inside. I've done it. I've worked towards it for the longest of time. The reasons why I want to do it and I want everybody to see it and I want the community to go alongside with me is because I believe it is possible to be done. I believe it is possible to be done. And I think during that interview, if you would go back and watch, I think I explained how we'll be running. How we'll be running. Usually, if I wanted to go to if I just wanted to say, oh, we need 10 trades. No, I did 16 weeks. I didn't want to do 10 weeks. I did 16 weeks so that that can tell you that okay, even what about if this week is red? We'll come back again and do it. We come back again and do it. So it's not a rocket science. It's not a rocket science. It is very possible. I think James would quote Nelson Mandela, I guess, that said, Jess, please help me with that quote, please.
Nelson Mandela say, and I quote, that it's always impossible until someone does it.
Until someone does it. Until someone does it. It's always impossible. And by the grace of God, we're going to be doing this. This is not some religious speakings. We've done our homework and we've seen that it is very possible to be done. So we're going to be running. Like I said, if you want to be a part of this project, and like James have said, go to the chat box, do that. Like you can hear him talk. I am not the talker like James. I cannot sell myself like James would sell. Like James would tell me, all right, so I'm more in the technical end, I'm more in the back end doing the thing. Then James would be doing all the, we're called into different space. Do you understand? So I understand the numbers, I understand statistics, I understand how this thing work. I can start this challenge and the first trade is SL, red. And I can still come back again. We're good, we're on the blues, and we keep going and we keep going and we keep going and we keep going. And it will shock a lot of people. And like I told somebody, I was talking to James yesterday. I said there are a lot of people who are going to be part of this project, not because they want to make money with us, but they just want to see us fail. So they'll just be looking, they'll be on the sidelines, seeing how is it possible to turn $100 to $100,000. When you turn $100 to $200, they won't say anything. When you turn 200 to 400, they won't say anything. When you turn 400 to 800, they won't say anything. When you turn 600 to 1,600, they will start breathing gradually, increasing their breath. When you turn 1.6, when you're sitting on $5,000, they'll pick their phone to want to call you, they'll keep it. But when you are not on $10,000 from $100, you will see them calling you back to back and asking you, oh boy, what's going on here? And I've seen it before, it will happen. James, you will call me and tell me this thing. Okay, so it is so there are some people who are just going to be in this project and they're just going to be looking to see it fail. And I believe it will not fail. Oh no, I believe it will not fail. I believe it will not fail. So when those are coming, yes, please do not forget to call to come back on the live and say So the thing is, we're excited to run with this project, and it is better we engage ourselves in the community as traders to be able to do the extraordinary. Okay. So I am not in any doubt about this project. And again, like I said, is it possible? Yes. Can it fail? Yes. But it is better I tried it and it failed than I thought about it for the longest of time throughout my lifetime and I never did it. And we're going to be making them together. We're going to be saying this thing together. Like James rightly said, it is better that people saw how you did it. They will be able to say things, they will be able to talk about it on your behalf, not even you talking about it, than you talking about it and say I did it. No, this will not be I did it. This one is somebody telling you you did it. Now
Yeah.
is a different ball game. Yeah. So thank you guys very much. So if you want to be a part of the project, we're going to be kicking off from second week of January.
Yeah.
Everything should be set. Go to the group, register with the link. You're going to be seeing there with the broker and everything. Nobody's asking. If anybody private chat you to say how you're going to be paying subscription fee for this project, the person is a fraudster. Report to James ASAP or report to Just Planet. I'm Just Planet in the group. Report to us. If anybody chats you to say, have you paid your subscription fee? It's free. I'm doing this for the community. It's free. Do you understand? So let's do this. Let's make money together. I'm happy to be part of the James is happy. The whole team. We are all set and ready to fire and bring this down 2025. So thank you very much, James, for the opportunity to speak about this.
All right. So in the absence of further question, we'll call it a day. We'll end it here. There are so many calls and so many conversations we'll be having as the day begin to unfold. Remember, I told you that it is not a new year because it is 1st of January. It's a new year because you have something new that you are going to do for the year. For me, I told you earlier when we started this call that the new year started about 2 months ago when I began to do something new, totally new from all what I've been doing before when the year started. So my new year started a long time ago. For some of you, this might just be the happy new year you are waiting for. Jump into projects like this. We have several other projects that will be launching. Next week, we'll call for Zoom call. Next upper week, we'll call for Zoom call. This is one of them. This trade is happening once in a week and it's happening on a minor pair, and you are not the one to do the analysis. You are not the one to decide the risk management. You are not the one to decide anything. Your job is simply to know how to read what a buy means, what a sell means, how to enter a trade, how to exit the trade, how to set stop loss, set take profit, move TP, and close a trade. That is all you need to learn how to do. Then how to listen when they say do like this, you do like this. Then how to report your results. Oh, I'm in profit. I've closed the trade. This is how much was risk. This was my loss size. This is the profit, or this was my loss. You report the trade in a group. That is all your job. At the end of the day, the funds are yours. The money is yours. Then we move to the next level. So if you want to be part of this $100 to $100,000 project, we start in second week of January 2025. Blessing Aguasha. Make sure you hit the link under the description button on this YouTube channel right now. Everybody go back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the link under the subscription button. Hit that link, you join the group. Once you are in that group, you set up everything you need to set up, your account, everything is ready before the second week of January, where we'll begin to place the first trade. Nobody's going to stress you. Nobody's going to call you and follow you up. Nobody's going to ask you to enter the trade. All the information you're going to get concerning that project happens in that group by Blessing himself. My job is just to announce every now and then, whenever something is happening that people need to know about, I will just echo it on a general call like that. So you will not be followed up. Nobody will really babysit you on it. It's not a training session. So if you need training, it's a different thing entirely. So you need to reach out to me. We do private trainings. We do general free trainings. We do all manner of kind of training. Even in Lagos, we're doing a 7-figure boss training for free for everybody. So if you need training, it's a different thing entirely. This is a project and a challenge for traders to move $100 to $100,000, and it's a process to create disciplined traders. Like I said, it's a process to create patient trader. We notice that discipline and patience will give you an edge in this market, and one of the ways you can build that is swing trade. And of course, as a swing trader, if you do it together with the community, because the community is highly engaging, the community will be moving your attention to other areas of the community that will not keep you like firing on a particular account until you blow it to death. So, ladies and gentlemen, my time is up. With the essence of no further question, I'll just call it a quit for tonight. Let's go make the new year a profitable one. This one is talking about driving license on Mexi Exchange. Yeah, you have to contact your account manager on Mexi. David Ayin, you have to contact your account manager on Mexi or contact me. I'll be able to help you sort that out. However, it's important for you to know that in any broker or any exchange, your acceptable documents, number one is a driver license, the card. Then number two is international passports. Number three is national ID card. Card. I didn't say paper. Card. There is a card, there is a paper. The paper is not a card. So ID card is not ID paper. So driver license is a card. International passport is a card. National ID card is a card. These are the three means of ID card. Voter's card is a card. These are the four government issue ID card for creating or verifying an account with a broker or with an exchange. That's number one, very important. Number two, very, very important. Another document that is required to verify a document, proof of address. Number one is your bank statement. First page of your bank statement, 1 day statement, 2 day statement, it doesn't matter. Just the first page that shows your name and an address that shows that you are in this country. Whether you live there or not, that one is no business of the compliance. The compliance want to state that this name exists and this name has an address that is in Nigeria. So your bank account first page can serve that purpose. Mostly, that's what I use, and you don't have to think about it twice. The entire compliance all over the world, they respect the bank account because bank accounts has SEPA and SWIFT transaction that gives them regional and cross-regional global borders. So it's easy for them to do verification from the back end if they want to even verify. But mostly they don't even verify because I've been on the inside of the broker. Then also, what else again? Bank accounts, that just does it. They call several other documents, which I don't want to emphasize, like NEPA bill, water bill. But sometimes we here in Nigeria, the bills do not carry our names. The bill carry the name of the landlord or your father or your sister. At the end of the day, these documents get bounced back at you. And sometimes the national ID slip doesn't carry sufficient information that can sit for a verifiable document, which is why compliance always frown at it, not the broker. The broker collect this document and keep it, but compliance, when they come to check regulations, when they come to check and they see that is an issue, they will find the broker, and the broker will spend many lots of money because of your inability to provide documents, and they are providing you such services. So just do the right thing and follow up with account officers and follow up also with your mentors. They will also guide you wherever you need guidance and learn about this protocol, and you can teach other people too. Somebody is asking, I will discuss with you about GTC. Yeah, of course, GTC up and running, and we're thinking of closing for the year, probably tomorrow morning, and then we'll open again for the year in the second week of January, something like that. We are discussing that heavily. So reach out to me. I think I can call you. We can have a discussion with Alex too after this call. Somebody say, can I join this project? Of course, everybody can join this project. Just go to the YouTube where we have this call going on right now. There's a link on the YouTube. That's a group link for this particular project. You can join. I think that is all the projects I've gotten here. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice time, and let's do this again another time. I wish to come again to your face. I wish to see you all again on another Zoom call. My time is up. Thank you for yours. Blessing, what are your final words before we leave?
Let's get ready to